What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. It's been a while. I apologize for that, and those that had subscribed and was following along on my previous videos and the series I was doing and everything. Just to explain a little, my grandmother got put in a nursing home. She had another stroke, and kind of set my focus more on other things than going out and trying to find, the $20 blasters or packs or whatever. I know I had just gotten started into doing frequent videos, and I apologize for that. But today we have a huge video. I hope everybody is doing well with the coronavirus, the lock in place. I know a lot of people are out of work. Just a bad time right now. I know sports cards are not only something that defers our minds from things that are going on, and whether it be life or anything really, they kind of give us something to look forward to. A lot of people use them as extra income. Some people, it's their actual life. Their job, their business. It's what they support their families with. So I hope everybody is doing okay. I have recently decided to go with SGC as my grader of choice. Just a little backstory and a little bit of info about them. Those of you who may not be familiar with SGC, they are one of the top 3 grading companies. Obviously, you have PSA and BGS. SGC has been around for a long time. They are very, very, very recognized in the vintage market. But I'm going to tell you guys, their customer service is unbeatable. They've gained some popularity recently in the modern market, but I'm going to tell you, I'll give a shout out to Elite Co 3, Nolan. I messaged him, asked him after watching one of his videos about the contact that he had mentioned in his video for bulk submissions. I have a lot of cards. I'm not, I have a full-time job, a regular job. I'm not financially capable of sending in 500 card submissions over and over and over without having some return. And PSA, I signed up for the platinum membership. I sent them the 15 cards with the vouchers, and I paid for 8-day express, which cost me over $100 for one card. This card was a 2019 Topps Chrome Red Wave Fernando Tatis. That card sat there for over a month before I got it back. Anytime I called, they told me, oh, we're still researching it. Now, anybody that knows anything about baseball cards or PSA, they had graded an orange wave, they had graded a blue wave, they had graded several of the other colors. This is a simple color, a red. It was serial numbered. I mean, I don't know what took so long. They never would give me a reason. The customer service people got really nasty with me and told me that they don't make you pay for upgraded service, that you can send it in on standard service. They'll just make you pay when they invoice you. Well, okay, so you're going to pay for a service that should have been 8 days, whether you send it 8 day or not. That's making you pay for the service. They don't care. I know a lot of people love PSA. I know PSA garners more value. But right here in front of me is 110 cards. I contacted SGC. I could not get in touch with the guy that Nolan referred me to. He was not in. They transferred me to somebody else. He sat on the phone with me for, I know, 30 to 45 minutes, just going over their process, discussing rates with me, promising me that they would take care of my orders, and that I would be more than satisfied with their service. things come up. The perfect example, this COVID right now. SGC is still grading. They have made adjustments within their company to allow their employees to not, be an office full of people, but they're managing, and they have managed to continue to keep their doors open, accept submissions, and get cards back to people, because they know this, even though the market is down right now in sports cards, this is still, I could take a card and sell it for $5, or I could get it graded and sell it for 20. That's an increase. And they're still finding ways to get it done. I mailed this order to them on March 9th. It got to them March 11th. They checked it in March 13th. It was supposed to have been back to me March 27th. FedEx screwed up, but I got it in today. That is 21 days from the time I put it in the mail to send to them graded them, and I get them back. Anyway, like I said, this is 110 cards. If anybody has any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's at Bobbles and Ball Cards. You're more than welcome to leave a comment on this video. I am more than willing to give information. I can give you the contact, his email, and everything. I'm still learning the video editing for all of this. That's why some of my videos may seem kind of plain right now. I don't know how to upload that information on the video. If I can figure that out when I'm working on this one, I will put that on there. But anyway, feel free to reach out to me. I can give you more information. But for now, I have these in order of how I submitted them. And then obviously there's some that are multiple cards, so they're lowest grade to highest grade. But these two stacks are baseball. I've just recently started buying hockey cards and stuff, so it's been really fun. I don't know much about it, but these are hockey that had some value as just being raw, so I figured heck with it, let's get them graded. And then here's some basketball. I sent some basketball in. I have a ton more that I need to send in. I will be selling a lot of these, and that, those funds will be going towards the next batch. But anyway, definitely give SGC a chance, guys. They are awesome. The customer service, the turnaround time, and the rates are cheaper than anybody else. But enough of the chit chat. I know you guys want to see the cards, so let's get to that. And first up, we have a 2018 Topps. This is from the complete set that had the chrome variation refractors in it. This is an Ohtani, and it got a 10. Has a nice shine to it. These cases are awesome with the black border. I love the black label. I know a lot of people have suggested moving the SGC logo over here. I don't really mind it. I love the bold grade on there. I know some other people have said they wish that was a little bit smaller. Maybe shrink this down and make the gem mint bigger, but I love the black. I love the black border. I think it makes these cards, even modern cards, pop. So anyway, there's first one's Ohtani. Next up, we have 2019 Topps Update, Keston Hiura. It's the throwback uniform photo variation. It also got a 10. Next up is 2019 Topps. This is the All-Star Game. The All-Star Game stamp from the complete set. Pete Alonso rookie. It got a 10. Next up, we have a 2019 Topps Update. I love this kid. I wish this one got a 10, but hey, I planned on holding on to it anyway, so it's okay. This is the Tommy Edman Topps Update Gold. These are numbered out of 2019. And one thing, if you're not aware, SGC puts the actual serial number on the cases. So here's a 2019 Update Tommy Edman Gold in a 9.5. Here's a kid that I've heard good things about. Don't know much about him. I know he's a good prospect, but this is a 2016 Bowman Chrome Draft Refractor of Dylan Carlson, and it got a 9.5. Has good shine to it. I think it's off-centered on this one. I'm not sure on the Edmund what happened with it, but a 9.5 is not bad. I'll take that. This one, I believe it's off-centered. One other thing I want to mention before I get too far in this. I sent this order out quick. Like I said, I had a lot going on. I wanted to get some cards graded. I wanted to get them back, get into more of the flipping side. I was thinking baseball season was going to be starting. That's why there's so many baseball here. I did not even take the time to wipe these cards down. I have cards set aside that I have for planning to grade, so I know which cards I feel are in good shape, but I didn't even have the time to like prep these cards. So as I go through these grades, please keep that in mind. I was very surprised with some of them, but anyway, there's a 9.5 Carlson refractor. And then the next two are going to be the same thing. This is another 2016 Chrome Draft Dylan Carlson refractor. This one's in a 10. And then here's another Dylan Carlson 2016 Chrome Draft refractor in a 10. Next up, we got 2019 Topps Heritage High Number Vlad Guerrero Jr. It got a 9.5. You can tell it's a little off side to side. As you see, that's another thing. We value cards based on a number up here. With this company, they are strict graders. They've been around for a long time. They do vintage heavily. They are strict. When you get a 10, you know it's a 10. Look at that. That's barely off. I mean, side to side, that is barely off. And it's a 9.5. If I sent this to PSA, it's probably a 10 because they give the 60/40. I mean, but I'll take the 9.5. I know that this card was graded properly. So, Vlad Guerrero Heritage High Number 9.5. Next up is another one from the All-Star Game set. This is Vlad. Now, as you know, he did not have his true rookie was the short print. This is a photo variation that they included in the complete sets, and it actually has a card number 700. This is the batting variation, and these sets are limited. If you ever looked at the Acuna, it's a pretty pricey card, but there's the Vlad and a 10. This next one, I was so worried. I loved this card when I pulled it and was so happy. 2019 update, Vlad Jr. Gold out of 2019, and it got a 10. I was so happy. I wasn't sure about this little corner up here. I guess it's not anything wrong with it. It might just be the way, sometimes when these Topps cards are cut, it has a little bit of fuzz or something on it. But it looked, I just wasn't 100% sure. But it got a 10. Next up is the 2019 Series 2 No Number Vlad. These are extremely tough grades. As y'all know, PSA handed out 9s like candy. So this one got a 9.5. I'm happy with that. Might be something with that corner down there. I'm not 100% sure, but the centering is hard to tell on these as well. But anyway, a 9.5 on the No Number short print. The next two are also going to be short prints of the No Number. This one is a 10, and this one as well is a 10. So we got two 10s. Now, again, I didn't prep these cards. I quickly glanced at them, but if there's a card I know I'm going to eventually send in for grading, it immediately goes in a sleeve, it immediately goes in a card saver, and it goes in a box for my holding period. So, really, unless it's fingerprints or something, I don't really have a need of checking them over, unless it's, maybe I want to check the corners if one looks iffy out of a pack. But anyway, There's 2 10s on the Vlad short prints. Next up is, this is from the 2018 Topps complete set. This is actually card number 699, but it looks like the update version. If anyone's not familiar, the update has the Topps and the rookie card logo over here on the left. The complete set of this card has it on the right. They designate it as bat in one hand, but there's a Gleber from the 2018 Topps complete set in a 10. And the next one is the same card, also in a 10, so we got 2 of those. Next up is the actual Topps update, and like I said, there's the Topps logo and rookie card logo on the left side rather than the right. This one is US 200 instead of the 699, and that one's in a 9.5. And we got another Gleber, and this one is in a 10. This one's the update. Alright, next up, let's see here. I think this whole stack. Okay. This is all gonna be Juan Soto. I am a Nats fan. I bought a bunch of these raw. I think I pulled 1 maybe. I might have pulled 2. I don't know. I didn't buy a lot of 2018 Topps update because, well, I didn't collect a lot of baseball in 18. Just kind of wasn't into buying a lot back then. But anyway, most of these were bought raw. And during the playoffs, when the Nats were down 2 runs, it was a funny story. I stepped outside during the game and I told my wife, if Soto hits a homer and ties this game up, I'm going on eBay buying 5 more of his updates. I came back in, the game was tied up. I bought 5 more Juan Soto Topps updates. So, here's one in a 9.5. This one's in a 9.5. So, got 2 9.5s. Then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 10s. Now, reason I'm telling you this and showing you this is people always say, oh, well, it's a gamble buying raw. It is a gamble buying raw. Here's the thing. Check the pictures, zoom in, check the corners, check the edges, everything. If it looks good, buy it. If it doesn't, or you have any question about the condition, message the seller and ask. Most people are gonna be pretty straightforward with you. A lot of people don't plan to grade their cards. If you ask them, hey, is that top right corner got a white spot? Just ask them to look at it. Ask them to send you a better picture of it. You know, it can be done. Now, I don't do that very often. I just kind of take my own opinion on what the card looks like and decide whether I want to get it or not. But there's another 10, and then a gold label. Now, this is what SGC deems as pristine. Top notch, BGS, black label, however you want to compare it. This is a pristine 10, gold label. And these are not easy to get. As you see, I mean, the whole stack we've done so far has not had one of these. So, got a gold label. The next 2 is the chrome update versions of the Soto. And this one got a 10. And these both were bought that night I was telling you about during the playoffs. Both online bought. I did not pull these. And this one's a 10. And the one behind it is another gold label. So we got the chrome update and the regular update in a gold label. That's awesome, especially as a Nats fan. Alright, next up, we got the 2016 Bowman Prospect Paper Tatis in a 10. We got Heritage High number from 2019 Tatis and a 9.5. Oh, once again, the centering appears to be just off on this one, and might be something on the card up there, I can't tell. But anyway, that one's a 9.5. And then we got the Heritage High number Tatis and a 10. Next up, we got the 2019 Topps Complete Set. This is the photo variation. I believe these also came in the All-Star Game set. I can't remember. I know I bought a couple on eBay before they went up in price, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. So, you know, I got a 9 on this one. I'm pretty sure that white up there in that corner. But anyway, 9, it's not bad. I really like Tatis. I love his potential. And then I have 2 more of those, a 10 and a gold label. So, once again, another gold label. It's awesome. Next up is the All-Star Game stamp from the 2019 Topps Complete Set All-Star stamp. And it got a 10. And my camera's not wanting to focus. Sorry about that. There we go. Next up are just the Series 2 Tatises. I have 2 here that are 9.5s. I only sent a couple of these in. I wasn't quite sure, and like I said, I didn't really get to look at the cards very well. So I just grabbed a couple and sent them in. I have a ton more of these to send in. But I need to look at those real good. But here's 2 more that got 10s. So I got 2 9.5s and 2 10s on those. Not bad. I'll take that. Next up, we got Luis Robert. This kid's supposed to be coming up. Supposed to be a dominant player. This is his 2018 Bowman Prospects Paper. First Bowman. This is in a 10. And then another one, and it's in the gold label. So we got a gold label on it. Super nice. I've heard lots of good things about him. I actually tried to see him in Single A, and he was injured and wasn't with the team. So, or these would have actually been autographed, and then I'd have had to get them sent in for authentication. But I'll take those. And then here is the chrome version of it. This is from 2018 Bowman Chrome Prospects, the chrome first Bowman of Luis Robert, and it's in a 10. Next up is from the 2018 Topps Complete Set. This is a photo variation from the set, just like the Tatis in the white jersey. It did not have Acuna or Soto, which sucked with the variations in that, but you know, you did get the variation, I guess you could call it, that looked like the updates with the actual set. But they did 5 cards on these. I think it was Devers, Ohtani, Rosario, Rhys Hoskins, and there was one other player. I can't remember his name right now, but this is the Devers. This is a card I pulled the first time I ever found 2018 Topps Holiday. Was hunting for the Acuna bat downs, and first box, I actually remember me and my wife found a couple boxes at a Walmart while we were out. We were excited. We sat in the car, ripped them. Then I was like, wait, I don't have any sleeves or anything. So she actually had to hold the cards that were decent all the way home, so it's kind of funny story behind that. But it's the Rafael Devers Metallic Snowflake Rookie from 2018 Holiday, and it got a gold label. It took the ride home unsleeved with my wife carefully holding it, and it got protected, and it got a gold label. Next up, we got 2019 Topps Chrome Refractor Eloy Jimenez, and it got a 10. We have another from the All-Star Game complete set. This is Eloy. I sent off Alonso, Eloy, Tatis, and Vlad, and Eloy got a 10. So I love these, the All-Star Game stamp. I actually got lucky. Let me tell you a little story about this real quick. I ordered this set online from Target. Once again, FedEx. I can't stand FedEx. I apologize if anybody's a FedEx employee, but my local ones are horrible. Anyway, the box came in. It was completely destroyed. I opened the box up, got the set box out. The corners were just ruined. I didn't even open the set up. I went over to Target, my local Target, and I asked them if they would exchange it. Luckily, they did. They had a set on the shelf. I took the gamble. I wasn't sure if those were going to be any good because those cards get tossed around, but I had no other option. So I took it back, exchanged it, and so far made a good choice as they all got 10s. Next up is another one from 2019 Topps Update. This is the Eloy rookie debut in the Independence Day out of 76, and it got a 10. I pulled this in the same, well, actually it was a case of 2019 Topps Update. I got Eloy, the Vlad Gold, and the Edmund Gold, so that was awesome. Next up, we have two of the 2017 Bowman Paper Prospects. First Bowman's of Acuna, and they both got a 10. I had some Chromes. I don't know where they are right now, but I would love to find them so I can get those sent in. But I'll take the papers for now. Here's 2018 Heritage High Number Acuna, and it got a 10. Chrome Update. I pulled this out of one of those little packs thing that you can get from Walgreens. At one time they had Chrome Update packs in them. They had one pack. I only found them like 2 or 3 times, I think. And the first card that was on top was the Acuna, so I was pretty happy. I know it's not a high value card, but anyway, still a cool card. Chrome Update. Next up is 3 cards, and I had sent 5 of these to PSA. Out of the 5 I sent to PSA, 1 got a 10, 1 got a 9, and 3 got 8s. I looked them cards over before I sent them and after they came back, and I could not find a single thing wrong with them. So I had 3 left. I figured, heck with it, let's try again with SGC. And it is the 2018 Holiday. As I told you, we were chasing the Acunas. I can't really afford the bat down. It's skyrocketing in price, so I'll take the baby bat down, if you want to call it, the imitation back down. Anyway, I got 110, got another 10, and got a gold label. Now, I have seen tons of these cards in BGS black labels. When I got my 3 8s back, there was only 26 8s in existence. No clue how I got 3 8s out of 5 cards. Anyway, made up for it. I had 3 left and got 2 10s and a gold label, so I'll take it. Finish up the baseball here. This is an Acuna update. I, again, didn't check the cards over too well. This one here has some white up here in the corner there. And I think there was another spot. I can't remember where it was. There was another spot I seen in this one. Oh, this corner right here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but that corner right there actually has a bend that I did not notice. So this one got an 8. That's perfectly acceptable. That corner is damaged, so that was my fault. But I had 2 other updates and they both got 10s. So that is all of the baseball. I am very, very pleased with the results on them. Was super surprised at the grades. I had not looked at them until they came in this evening. So anyway, this stack is hockey, and we'll get to it. First up is a 1920 Upper Deck, and actually that is, they actually labeled that wrong. I'll have to contact and see if they what they want to do about that. That's actually supposed to be 1819 Upper Deck. But anyway, it's a canvas young gun of Robert Thomas in a 10. Next up is Dominic Kubalik young guns in a 10. Pretty certain all of these are young guns or young gun canvas. I cannot remember if I sent anybody veteran or anything, but there's another Kubalik in a 10 from 1920 Upper Deck. Then we got, oh, I got that one out of order. We got 3 of the canvas, 2 10s, and a gold label 10 for Dominic Kubalik. Good young player for the Blackhawks. Next up is Victor Olofsson, his young guns. We have 1 10, 2 10s, and the trifecta, 3 10s. And then to stack the cake, we got his young guns canvas in a 10. Next up is the #1 overall pick for 2019. Well, he was the #1 pick. It's Jack Hughes. I have 2 of his young guns. Both got 10s. Next up is another good young kid. This is his young gun canvas. It's Kirby Doc, and it got a gold label. These canvases, I think, as long as you take care of them out of the pack, these things seem to grade really well, which is nice. Next up is Nick Suzuki. And he got a 10. It's his young guns. Then we have Suzuki's canvas and a gold label. This kid's really good. His cards have some value to him, so really awesome to get his canvas and a gold label. Someone actually offered to buy this from me a couple months ago on Reddit. That I just posted some pictures when I was first starting out of some hits I got, and they wanted to buy this, and I was like, I think I'm gonna hold on to it. I haven't sold any hockey. It's been fun. I don't know much about it, but it's been really fun getting these young guns and collecting them. Here's another young kid that it's got great potential. It's Capo Caco. It's his young guns, and this is a 9. Not sure what is wrong with this one, but it must have gotten damaged out of the pack somewhere. Oh, the back edges are rough right there. Yeah, I didn't see that. Like I said, these got pulled out of a pack, put in sleeves, and sent off, pretty much. But there's another Capo Caco, and it got a 10. So got 1/9 and 1/10 on Kako. Next up is one of the kids. This is from Series 2, and he is the one everybody is trying to get. And that is Cale Makar. And there's his 10. And to make it a little better, there is a Cale Makar gold label. But to just top it off, how about the Makar clear cut in a 10? My wife pulled this. We bought some boxes, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. She told me on the way home, I'm pulling Cale Makar's clear cut. I was like, okay, honey, I love you, but, you know. She opens the pack and, like, just starts basically saying, I told you so. This card was on the bottom of the pack. These are supposed to be in the middle of the packs. The pack's supposed to have 8 cards. It had 9 cards. Don't know what happened, how it had 9 cards, how it was on the back, but she pulled the Cale Makar clear cut. And it's now in an SGC 10 slab. Next up is another kid that a lot of people, he's probably running, well, him and, I think it's him and Makar for Rookie of the Year. It's Quinn Hughes. Here's his Young Guns in a 10. And here's another one in a 10. This card is one that I bought off eBay. This is from the Upper Deck E-Pack. I've heard a lot of things about it, but I haven't done much with it because I physically like opening the cards, and the digital cards, I'm just a little skeptical of if they have, you know, a way to tell, oh, well, you need 3 more Young Guns to get the foil, and they don't give them to you. I don't know. I don't have any experience with it, but I like the fact that they have these exclusive cards, these foils and the speckled rainbows. This Ilya Mikheyev, he's a good young guy. I got this card really cheap. I paid like $15 for it. So glad that got a 10. Another example of buying raw and being able to get gem mint. Next up is my wife's favorite guy, because our Series 1 boxes, he followed us everywhere, and that is Cale Fleury. This is his exclusives out of 100, but it got a gold label. Makes it that much better. So awesome card. But on reverse of Makar, she pulled the Cale Fleury clear cut, and it got a 9. So can't win them all, but hey, 2 nice cards. I'll take the 9 on the clear cut. We probably won't be getting rid of any of the hockey right now anyway. Have a Caden Premio 10 Young Gun. Don't know much about him. I just know goalies tend to sell pretty good if they're decent players. There's another one in a 10. We got another Premium and a gold label. Got Elvis Merzlikins in a 10. Another Merzlikins in a 10. And then a Merzlikins exclusive, number 1 out of 100. And it also got a 10. So that's awesome. Alright, that's it for the hockey. Left is basketball, and again, remember, I did not wipe these cards off or anything, so here's where Chrome cards can be tricky. First up, we got 2018 Prism, Devontae Graham, silver, and it got a 10. Got a Colin Sexton. This one might have been because the top was a little off, but it's a Sexton silver and a 9.5. Got a Jaren Jackson Jr. green and a 10. From this year's Prism, got PJ Washington green in a gold label. That's pretty awesome. Got a PJ Washington 9.5 silver. And then also got a 10, and you can clearly tell right off the bat, I thought I looked at these cards, better and picked out ones that were centered really well, but you can tell this one's off on this side, so that's okay. We got 3 base Kobe White prisms. They got 10s. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry up here because my camera keeps yelling at me that it's overheating. Got a Kobe White Prism Purple Wave. I love this card. I love the purple waves. But it got a 10. This card just looks absolutely crazy in the black. But it's the Optic Purple Shock. Love the black border. It's a Kobe White Optic Purple Shock from Optic. And it got a 10. Next up, a Hachimura green in a 10. Another purple wave, this one of Hachimura, it also got a 10. Got a RJ Barrett base in a 10. I didn't send a whole lot of basketball, like I said, I was testing the waters to see how they graded these Prism cards, so that way I knew more of what to look for and everything. Got an RJ Barrett green in a 10, or in a 9, sorry. Let's see. I thought I sent 2 Barrett greens. Nope, I only sent 1. The other one was off center or something and I didn't send it, so. We have Zion. I love the rated rookies. I'm cool with the old school paper stock, just, plain rookie cards. I think it's a throwback to, the I shouldn't say older times, but back before everything was chrome and refractor and everything else. And I love the rated rookie that goes back years with Don Russ and everything. The 89 Griffey rated rookie. I love the rated rookies. So I do have 2 of these Zions. Personally, this is one of my favorite of his rookies. So anyway, this one got a 9.5. And then this one got a 10. And this one I'm pretty sure it was off center or something. I looked at it when it came back, but anyway, 9.5 and a 10. Here again, another example of just the base paper Don Russ. I love this look. There's a Luka and a 10. I do have 1 or 2 more of these I need to send in. I should have done it in this order, but I didn't. This card I screwed up on. It's a Optic Jason Tatum rated rookie. It got a 9. There's a scratch down here that I didn't see till it came back, and then I was looking at it, but that's okay. It's also off center, side to side, so 9's alright. And then last up, final 2, we have Trae Young base rookie and a 10, and a Trae Young red, white, and blue rookie and a 10. So once again, guys, like I said, I didn't send a whole lot of basketball. I wanted to see how they did on the prisms and everything, before I sent a bunch of stuff in and got disappointed when the grades came back and were all horrible. If you have any questions, again, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. I'm going to hopefully get back into doing more videos. Huge shout out to Elite Co 3 Nolan. He hooked me up with some advice on contacting SGC and everything, and I couldn't have asked for more. The turnaround time was amazing, the customer service is amazing, the price is amazing, and those grades came out absolutely wonderful. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, hit me up again if you if you got any questions, follow us on Instagram at Baubles and Ball Cards, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.